Alright, so this is the first ever lift. Um, I started off this session with shoulder weighted dips. Matter of fact, no. I had started off this session with bench, but I had recorded that, but I did. I'm pretty sure I had started off with a warm up set. And I did I went all the way up to 225. Did that for three. Yeah, but I'm over here working out with my boy right here. But I started off. Pretty sure I started lifting or going to the gym like 4 or 5 months ago. But before, I was doing calisthenics and whatnot. So already, like my lifts by the time I came in, were already like really strong, right? Or pretty decent. I ain't gonna say really strong, but they were pretty decent, right? But I'm still kind of nowhere where I want to be. Well, I don't really have a goal in mind, to be honest. I just want to get somewhere. But I think this was 125 right here that I did for two. I wanted to get it for three, but we didn't get it for three because that definitely felt heavy that week, for sure. Right? It looked like I could have got that third rep if I just stick onto it just a little bit more. But I just built out of it. I was like, hey, it's cool. Right? I'll still take two reps. Um, Also, y'all might be asking what my rep range is. I'm doing about like 3 to 6 reps is my rep range. Um, but by the end of this year, my goal is to definitely hit maybe close to 225, 185 on dips. If we can, that'll be fire. Right? That's like the main goal of this year, or by the end of this year, 225 dips, maybe close to 265 bench. Right? Um, What else? Squat. I want to get above 315. Like my squat, I ain't gonna lie. Out of all my lifts, I definitely would say my legs are the most lackluster. Right? Like they need a lot more work compared to everything else, and that's solely because I was doing calisthenics. Like I said, right? I was just doing straight skilled work. I was doing, well, not skilled work, but I was doing like basic calisthenics first, and then I started doing skilled work, right? So I was doing like push-ups, pull-ups, all that, right, for like a really long time. Um, I think for my like first year, I was doing that, and then towards like that end of the year, I started doing skilled calisthenics, right, like full planche or train for planche, full planche, front levers, one-arm pull-ups, all that. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't start doing one-arm pull-ups like later on for real, right? But I was doing, um, I was definitely practicing or training for full planche and all that. Um, Also for them incline press, bro. Like some days I be doing 2 plates, other days I can only do like 3 plates, or some and other days I can only do 2 plates and a 25. Right, I'm trying to get to 3 plates on those, but I don't know. It's like a little bit of a struggle. We're close to full stacking some of these weights, especially for starting the gym about like 4 months, 4 to 5 months ago. I'm already close to full stacking most of these, right? But for leg extensions, I was already full stacking leg extensions when I had came first time in the gym. But I started at when I first came in, my first like week of going to the gym, I had like a 205 squat. Even my bench at the time was stronger than my squat. I had like a 205 bench at the time as well. It was like the same thing, right? So my bench and my squat were literally at the same level. It was like that was like really bad because them being at the same level isn't good, you know. So I was like, all right, I already know I gotta lock in with the squats and whatnot. So I started doing squats, but I was only doing it like once a week. I wanted to do it twice a week so they could really get up there for real, but they didn't really get up there. Then chest flies, I did. I low key had forgot to do chest flies after my incline press. So I did that at the end of the workout and kind of felt a little off. So yeah. But on this, I think I was doing, you can't really see it from here, right? But I was doing 3 plates and I had 225s on the other side. So you could clearly see the 3 plates, but you can't see the 225s, right? I'm just like, yeah, I need to get some like better equipment so y'all could actually get better quality videos. Get better quality videos going through. But overall, I did some solid weight right here. Slow and controlled, right? But yeah, like at the very start of this weightlifting journey, which is about like four months ago, I really should have started like recording and showing my progress then. In fact, I should have started from the very beginning. From the very beginning, I couldn't even do a single push-up, right? And like if I started then, that would have been good, or at least close to then. I could like that's something I really wish I had done, was start showing my lifts back then. Because if I had, like, it would have like it really would have been a journey, right? Just to show y'all like from here to here, and like it would just be like a really good journey. Like just imagine, right? The start of the very start of the lift, very start of my working out, right? All the way to like now type of vibe. Like that would be like just a really good journey, especially for the folks who are OGs. But unfortunately, I kind of started. I say this is still like around beginner, but entering to novice type of level, right? So it's like beginner level, but I'm entering to like the novice level, right? For sure. So, yeah, but I just had wish I had started like doing this and recording my journey since the very beginning. But overall, it's better if I start now than later. I'm not glad the weight was way too heavy for my bro right here. I ain't gonna lie, but I ain't. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he still moved that junk though. He was still moving it. Hey, he probably wasn't getting much lat workout from that, but he was definitely getting, because he still had good scalping movement from that right there. So he was still getting them mid to upper back muscles as well. For my pull-ups here, this dude was boxing in the back, but for my pull-ups here, I was doing these pull-ups, right, and my phone had dropped. Someone had knocked over my phone when walking over it, so I didn't get my other clip of be doing the 45 with 25. That's like, yeah, I couldn't get the clip of me doing 70s, right? So I was like, dang, all right, well that's kind of rough, right? But I did 70s for 4. I had upped it up by 5 last time. Yeah, and then this is the last set. I just did just regular pull-ups. But yeah, like the way I train, 3 to 6 reps, just strength training, right? And like I still build a lot of muscle mass. Like my first year of training, I was just, I don't know what the frick I'm doing here. I'm doing abs or something, right? But my first year of training, I was just doing straight calisthenics, like I said, right? It was nothing, just straight calisthenics, and I wasn't really doing 3 to 6 reps. I was just working out. You know what I'm saying? Especially at the very beginning, I was going through YouTube workouts. I was going through like Bully Juice, all that. Like I don't know if y'all know who Bully Juice is, but I was doing his type of workouts and whatnot, right? And then I started doing my own workouts, like probably 2 to 3 months in, right? Or maybe, if not, maybe even 4 months in, right? And yeah, so I was doing workouts till then, like YouTube workouts till then, and I switched to doing my own workouts, like programming my own junk and whatnot. But throughout that whole entire time, I'm still not hitting legs consistently for real. Just because like I hated high rep legs with a passion. I just didn't like it. I didn't like hitting legs for high reps, um, which might be like a bum mentality, I guess. But towards the end of 2024, right, I started doing skill calisthenics. I also started doing like weighted variations too, but I still was doing bench, but it wasn't consistent. It was like here and there, like every like 4 to 6 months or so. So like if I was doing bench consistently, I feel like my bench would be a lot higher. But like I said, I ain't had access to a gym. I was really going to my homeboy's crib to hit bench here and there and actually get a genuine workout. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't had no heavy dumbbells. I ain't had like for like the first like 5 months, I ain't had no pull-up bar, right? None of that. So it was just straight ground exercises. So yeah, but I'm thinking about adding Kelso rows to my like routine because I want to work more my mid back. Like I feel like my mid back needs a little bit more love, honestly, because it's not the best in the world. So I definitely want to get my mid back working. Now my upper back, upper traps, and rear delts honestly get a lot of work already. So I don't even need to hit those muscle groups too much, right? I just gonna stick the same volume till now. Um, but yeah, and this year, this year starting. In fact, I had missed in 2024. I had missed the whole summer of working out just cause I wasn't locked in. You know what I'm saying? At the time, I was in a relationship, so you already know that joint had took all my attention, which ain't the person's fault. That's really my fault cause I wasn't locked in. You know what I'm saying? But 2025, coming into 2025, I was like, hey, in May, I was like, hey, I gotta get to a gym and whatnot, get that jump started. And this is where the workout ended. Now, this is not the pump, but I still showed y'all the physique either way, right? And you know what I'm saying? The abs are looking good. I started training abs a little harder and all that. Just getting the abs worked out. And yeah, y'all about to see like my back. I definitely want to work that mid back a lot more. The lower back needs to get a little bit more love too, for sure. Like my back overall just definitely needs some more love. Um, but yeah, uh, and then going to 2025, um, I literally was just I was doing like weighted exercises for real. Like I was actually progressing on weighted exercises for real. Like into January, I was like, hey, I'm gonna start doing like weighted push-ups. You know what I'm saying? Weighted pull-ups, all these things, right? And boom, I was doing those, and I'm over here like hitting some good numbers like for my weighted push-ups. But at some point, I had capped out like at 135, 150. I had capped out not because of like capped out muscle wise, but capped out as in like it was just very unstable. Like it wasn't the best like lift. I couldn't like actually progressive overload properly because it would just be very tedious getting it set up, then getting on the ground and doing all that. It was very tedious. It was a very tedious process. So I had stopped doing weighted push ups, and I just kind of like stick to doing progressive overload with my body weight at that point for my chest, right? So I started doing like the fishing push-ups with the rings and whatnot and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I was doing weighted push-ups, weighted pull-ups, and I had finally got a barbell. I also started doing a bit more legs then. I started doing a little bit of Bulgarian split squats with a book bag and everything. I started at like 90 pounds. I got up to like 120. Um, and then, but it was only in a short amount of time. I didn't actually do it consistently. I did it probably for like maybe a month. But even in that span of a month, I got some pretty solid gains, right? Now for chest, it was more like 2 to 3 months, right? Because I started at 90, got up to 100, like 30, 150. It was definitely a solid 2 to 3 months. But I will say, um, weighted push-ups are a cheat code to getting your bench up 100% for sure, right? Because before, I'm not gonna lie, with them weighted push-ups, you know what I'm saying? It was like before them weighted push-ups, my bench wasn't even that crazy. I was at like 135 bench, yeah. And I would bench here and there, go to my homeboy crib here and there, and bench 135. But started doing them weighted push-ups. I started seeing my bench go up, right? Like um, solid like couple weeks of doing the weighted push-ups. I saw my junk at like 165, like probably first week, and then next week after that, or maybe like 2 weeks after that, 205, right? But then I capped out at 205. And that's where I had to stop the weighted push-ups and whatever. But by the end of this year, my goals are definitely like 245 minimum bench. I feel like we could definitely get more on that, right? For the 245, and then I want to get 225 dip. That could be a little bit of a stretch, but 285 dips at least is solid. I'll take that 100%, right? And yeah, I'll take a 225 dip, right? But if I get 185, I'll even take that, right? And then what else? We got weighted pull-ups. Looking for 100-pound weighted pull-ups. If I get 100-pound weighted pull-ups for 4 sets or 4 reps, then that'll be good. And for everything else, I don't know. Like tries to push downs. Y'all gonna see. I might post this video today. I'm not sure, but I might like post 2 videos today or tomorrow. Seeing, cause I recorded a video today, right? And today is the 30th, right? But this workout session was yesterday, right? So yeah, but yeah, that's the goals. Just the basic goals right now that I got in my head. And for squats, I'm looking for 315 plus, right? Overhead press, I'm trying to get like maybe 175, 185 for overhead press. And yeah, I don't know what else. And everything else, just those getting stronger overall. Like, yeah, at least full stack and everything else. I'm already basically close to full stack and everything, right? Like shoulder press, I'm close to full stacking. What else? We got rear flies close to full stacking, chest flies close to full stacking. We're already full stacking some of these arm movements, but yeah. But that's pretty much the goals for the end. And I'm gonna see you on the next lift.